following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Citizen, there's a lady there that's injured, and this guy here is full of drugs.
Well, who the hell are you?
I'm fire chief. Who are you?
Oh, I'm a paramedic. We were told there was an officer down here.
I don't know who said that, but we do need an ambulance here.
Come on, Janice.
All right. We should have never gone on the night shift.
Janice!
You thought I forgot about her, didn't you?
I almost did.
Oh shit, she looks in a bad way. Better load her up and back.
Her skull.
No, I thought I'd just leave her here.
Her skull's
You're not
completely
funny,
crushed.
Percy. You're not funny at all. I put down my sandwich for this.
For reference, Brenda, Janice was Dr. Goodman's old partner back when he played.
Oh.
His paramedic, ordinary boring life partner.
Yeah.
He was the driver. He was a paramedic.
Who wanted to experiment on
He actually was more heroic as a paramedic than he was as a fucking hero.
Yes.
Like, straight up facts.
straight up fact.
Tomorrow they will say, Donald Trump rants and raves at the press. I'm not ranting and raving. I'm just telling you, you're dishonest people.
Anyway, that could have been more appropriate. Give me a thumbs up there, little Trumpy.
Trumpy!
Right, and okay, cool. They're gonna, hey, give me a hand here.
Oh.
You want slide a board under? Strap, stretcher, move, like the collar around the neck thing. They do follow the procedures!
Yes.
Looks like a bad skull fracture. We'll have to take it down to the Hughesburg Industrial Complex.
I believe this one here is also dead. He died on scene.
Have to leave it on site for the police.
We've tried putting out the fire, but it's a chemical fire.
It looks like drug-related death has happened down here at the Ruby Crystal Thing Museum. Yeah, I want to send a detective to draw the little outlines and shit.
I had to cut him out of the side of the car.
So noted. Okay, no, load them in, and then because injured people, fuck your investigation, there's a chance.
Yep. I know the procedures. We can't put it out.
I don't think so. I can keep trying, but it just keeps coming back. I don't know what they were making in there, but it's potent.
They were trying to make better than life.
Idiots.
Yeah, to be honest, they had no fucking chance.
But what they were mixing was not really
That's
going to work.
not how drugs work.
Well, that guy's going to find out if it's better than life.
Can I look around and see if there's any cryo grenade pickups?
You can.
Can I see any?
You haven't rolled. And actually, I haven't rolled for items.
17.
In this. Yes. There is.
Whereabouts?
200 yards that way.
I'll be back and I'll run that way.
Good old looping back to your grenades where you saw a grenade spawn because you've used a couple and you want to go forward.
You do that all the time though. So then I'll stand back, Soviet.
What are you doing?
And
You're throwing a grenade at it?
Yes, and then throw it.
Yes.
I'll move the other body further away.
I'm going to
as well.
step back because that could
Disturbing the
explode.
crime scene.
Don't. It's a freezing
You've already
grenade.
done that anyway, sir. Okay, throw it on in there. And just
It didn't stick.
damn.
I know.
It just it just creates the swelling chemical, not ice, but it acts sort of like it thing that smothers the fire.
Nice.
I didn't know if it would work.
You don't get near it, it's not actually ice, it's pretty toxic.
Yeah. We should be fine to leave this like this now.
How
Unless...
do we know that's going to stay that way?
Right, I'll drop form. Right, let's go.
Ice disc.
Off you go back to your base.
Yeah.
Then you arrive at your base.
Oh, it's eventful.
I feel slightly lightheaded.
Go see the doctor then.
If you inhaled any of that stuff, you might want to get checked out.
Okay, Pink Skin Walker.
Pink skin. Walker.
I'll go see the doctor.
He shouldn't go.
Coronation, what you got yourself into now, whoreflaps?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Diagnose. Well, looks like you got a snoot full of some kind of vapors. I'll fix that up in a hurry. Bends over bed, injection and bum.
What?
Slap. There you go.
Give him a backhand across the... I know it's a robot.
Ding!
Ow!
Now, if you want to watch your flailing limbs there, that could be a side effect. I expect to give your hardy Russian tolerance for liquor, you weren't expecting to come down with no vapors. That injection should have cleared your vision slightly. You'll notice the ringing in your head will go away. If you have any problems tomorrow, you'll take an aspirin. If that don't take care of the problem, you'll come back to see me, here. Another fine patient seen to by superior modern American white engineering.
Shake my head and walk away rubbing my butt.
South shall rise again.
God,
There are so many questionable features about your base.
stop. Stop.
It's all his fault.
At least now you've heard that it wasn't me who made the keypad, and it's not my fault.
But you haven't replaced the keypad.
He can't.
I can't.
You don't know that.
You haven't asked me.
Okay, she comes back up about 5 minutes later.
Feeling better?
Yes.
How many can you see?
What? How many watts?
Skinwalkers.
One?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but never a problem. What do you even...
Still planning for that joke.
We'll get there one day.
So what's next?
It's very late now.
I'll look at the comms and see if it's...
Looks like police are spread out across the city.
And then I'll look at our communicator with nothing, no blinking lights on the communicator. I think we can retire for the night. If you can do some training if you want.
Good.
I was going to
Running
say
all
that
day.
last time until we took off, but we haven't done just training with each other for a long time.
That's where we've got the exercise room downstairs.
Yeah.
Do you want to try some?
Yeah, I might swing by and check off how the free press is done tonight in case there's not just that guy was after them, and then I'll come back. Unless you all wanna-
By then it'll be pretty late. I might have to head home. We can do this on the weekend.
We need to
I
deal with
mean,
that
if you've got no
tunnel as
plans,
well.
yes,
So-
and deal with the tunnel. So we have to come talk about the tunnel and
Okay, I'll just swing by the free press, and if I see anything, I'll give you a call.
yep.
Was that the communicator?
No.
Was it?
What?
There was a noise there, motherfucker.
Was there no noise?
You didn't hear anything.
Fucking
I heard something.
Heard something.
The base has a lot of noises. It's like the bridge in the Enterprise up here.
Awesome. Wait, which one?
B.
Oh.
I have some newspaper. I'll give you this one for this game, and then when we switch over to the DMV...
Look at the other one.
So, read around, kids. I'm going to go pee, and then let Shannon know that we're going to do a changeover.
So we're changing over sort of just after this.
After that, yeah.
Okay, who wants to start?
I guess I will. Ultra Girl resolves 3 incidents in 1 hour by Lycos Selchu. There's nothing at the top of the thing this time. Anyone thinking recent events had made the incredible Ultra Girl weaker or less dedicated had another think coming. When she reappeared on the hero scene yesterday in spectacular fashion. First, the supervillain duo Snap and Click were rousted in Dallas as they held a class of children hostage. Followed Nig, a botched bank robbery and high-speed chase from police. The villains tried to exploit rumoured weaknesses of Ultra Girl and quickly learned that punching her titanic tits only puts them in range for a drubbing. Less than half an hour later in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a police weapons discharge blew up a convalescent's home, but not before Ultra Girl made a lightning-fast rescue, saving the residents from possible police negligence. Within the same hour, and finally, in Hartford, Connecticut, rampaging mutant Buggernaut's bum rush knocked out quarter of the Groudner floor of the Contar building, causing it to collapse. Ultra Girl arrived on scene and held it up long enough for the area to be evacuated. Ultra Girl stayed around afterwards for press photographs of some of those she saved, smiling and waving to the crowd. Ultra Girl after saving thousands. Hero or egotistical menace?
Check out them peaks here.
Twin Peaks.
I was actually referring to her biceps, but go on.
You want, I can take the big long one if you want,
Yeah.
Stephen. Not that the next
No,
one
it's
is
even
that
shorter,
much.
yeah.
It is shorter though. Rudeness Abounds by P. Bosman Smythe. It so happened that I, requiring my allotment of government-issue food substitute, was in line as a good member of society at a distribution centre when it came to pass that an allotment had been poisoned. Naturally, the officials passed this information on so that we may take protective measures. However, one of these employees, a rough native man, delivered the information in a harsh and crude manner with many a threat and gesticulation, all the while hoarding meat visibly. I was so stunned by the vulgarity of his outburst that I almost did not notice. His crude, aggressive, because it's not two G's, stance angered the crowd, who proceeded to violence. I hastily made my way from the scene so as not to become a victim and watched from the safety of an alleyway. Sometimes I fear modern society is doomed to corruption and moral failure. Following the scene, I made hence to another distribution hub, but noticed a young woman moving oddly behind some garbage cans behind a moderately priced hotel. I investigated, thinking the young lady may be in distress. I saw a comely girl denuding herself using a public alleyway to change garments. I averted my eyes from her smooth, tanned skin and inquired if she needed assistance finding a private room to change in. I was told to sod off. The nerve of the young girl to speak to a kindly elder in such a manner. I bustled off, trying to affect a nonchalance, but I was secretly rattled by her behaviour. An obvious foreigner, disrespecting American morality. I was fortunate that my finely trained reporter's observation skills sprang to my assistance. I spied briefly, amongst the pile of garments, a number of poorly hidden video games. I would not suggest that these are the cause of moral decay, not without further evidence, but I firmly believe that it was an indicator of her mental rot. Finally, before I could reach the next government food substitute distribution hub, I was accosted by a pair of young men who were on hard times asking for money, whilst casually cleaning their knives. I vouchsafed my wallet's contents with them, and they were grateful as I have seen in youth with a cherry. Thanks, old man, they proceeded off. However, their manner prior to that was quite rude. Perhaps a show of kindness was all they needed to mend their ways.
Just read the next title.
Gamers are plain and less hot than me. Lannis felt. Go figure. Video game girls are a thing it seems. Not the unrealistic pixels. That's not me reading, that's the way it's written, just so you know.
Yeah, that's an interesting one to pronounce.
Sweaty loners make make to substitute for the girlfriends they will never have, but girls who play video games. I choose the prettiest one to interview, Linda Stewart, also known as Ultimate Power, a moderately attractive FedEx employee from Los Angeles by day, video game player at night. She is in town early for the archaeologist convention for what she calls an overdue vacation. Linda is 20 years old, blonde, sort of, achievably attractive, and single. She says the video games impact her dating life heavily. Who has time for dating when the new Halo came out? What would you rather do? Go to a cheap restaurant and get poured by some Chad, or chainsaw the throat out of an alien scum? Sounds like Linda hasn't had much in the way of old good dates. I asked the small shorts aficionado about how gaming alters people's perceptions of her, and she said it currently doesn't help with all the lies and assumptions. She went on to add that many players online assume she is a little boy because of her higher female voice. They don't just believe a woman can play games, or if they do, they assume I'm a fat, sweaty she-hog. I asked if she would consider the recently available Santa Magruder whilst in town, and she intimated she would be interested in the unlikely recently available biscuit, but was more interested in fighting her rival from another state. Yeah.
Biscuit.
I'm only a biscuit.
Oh, crap. Ethan Williams. Looks like things are hard for Officer in Rehabilitation Jean Reynolds. While it is amazing that she is even able to move after her vicious assault by a mutant monster, it will be some time before she is ready to enter active service again. She said, "First thing I wanted was find the guy that put me here. Watch out, buddy, you're gonna get fucked up."
Minuteman Woman Speaks to Press by Randall Randallson. In a carefully moderated interview, I was allowed to ask some questions to the outed Minute Woman S061. I asked her if the recent revelation of her identity will affect her ability to work. 9. Whatever identity I may have had, that is not what I am now. It does not affect me. I asked if there was any truth to the rumours of a torrid love affair with local hero Xander Magruder. She said, "Non, par définition, la zone torride fait référence à la zone terrestre entre les tropiques de Cancer et les tropiques de Capricorne. Geographiquement, la zone torride est définie par 23.5 degrees de latitude nord et 25.5 degrees de latitude sud. Il n'y a pas de mort torride," which was fine. I asked her if there were any changes she had noticed as a result of the secret Minuteman process. She was able to say, "Bien, before the interview was ended by a military officer sternly reminding me that inquiries in TOT, secret process, was forbidden.
Jesus, Ken, you butchered that! Jesus!
I don't speak
I mean, I don't speak French.
Yeah, you did a better job of what I could do. Destroyer on trial. Jenna McDouglas. Monster in man's clothing. The destroyer is on trial by a special board of police officers who will determine if it is allowed to exist after it has come out that a rogue group of officers were controlling her. The monster has been it's meant to be interrogated. It's not. For the past...
Not in this paper, it isn't.
No, it's not. For the past week, with powerful drugs and anguishing shocks to compel an honest answer that fits the criteria of what the truth is already known to be. The ACLU said it's not a person that have no rights. They have no rights. There is nothing we can do. Honestly, soon that creature will be destroyed and the city can rest at night.
Good. Hopefully soon. Slightly important word.
Yeah, but then what will Lyle do for a girlfriend? What will Lyle do? How can you want her destroyed? Lyle will miss her.
I ship it. Oh, right.
Allisle?
Crime
Bias.
Watch by Pelin Fulgreen. Looks like a string of mutant robberies has been going on in Little Italy recently, with police unable to solve the cases. A mutant has been beating up people and stealing their blood. So bizarre. It's only a matter of time until someone dies. Mutants have also been acting up in Kingston Commercial District, robbing clothing stores, probably because mutants are unemployable.
Escapism now, Jessica Prentice. When a dockside accident damages some of the WWE's equipment before a show, they break the SmackDown Women's title. A crafty worker retrieves the gem and has it appraised. The process releases the Blissmaster, a powerful heel that can grant any wish, but in a cruel manner. It's up to the diverse and deep women's roster to not get used, so the WWE can just focus on 3 women. Women, I don't know how to pronounce women to stop Blissmaster.
Wes Craven.
Apparently Wes Craven did it.
It's Wes Craven Presents. He never had anything to do with
I just
Wishmaster.
presented it.
It was just like
Put
like
his name
Alfred
on it.
Hitchcock Presents. I didn't write them. I didn't make them. I'm
just
presenting
wrote
them.
them and
These
I
are
presented
pretty
them.
good. Wes Craven Presents as a brand had maybe 2 decent films, one of which was Wishmaster. None of which ever got any traction, and they eventually stopped using it after he was like, "You just shitted my name up, fuck you."
Yeah. Chief Break Everything raids jewelry store. Eric
Sarios, isn't it?
Yeah. Showing the native usefulness as workers, but the reason you don't hire them as thieves. Chief Break Everything broke into a jewelry store and jewelry store with his cronies, but at least cleaned up the broken glass. The villains were run off by an alert, action-packed policeman.
You guys are my cronies now. This last one's pretty good.
Read ahead, Johnny. That's not good.
No, you
just
read
saw
it
the
out.
title.
Hey, you have to read it.
It's your
last-
turn anyway.
The Last Word by Carla Fuckerknuckle. The freedom of the press. The public have a right to know. Nothing to hide. Nothing to fear. I just like it was called
The last originally before like another article got some lines taken out of it, there was just enough room for the last word, and it was pineapple. Okay,
Pineapple.
right. Let me save this. We'll switch over to the DMV. Did you want? Did you want?